quarterback to another from the same class. Michael Penix is going to start next week one.
I'm excited.
I guess your chance worked. I guess the sideline heard them. I mean, I don't really know if they're doing the kid justice by throwing him out there. I mean, again, I think this was something we talked about literally from the 8th pick, which was arguably the most shocking pick we've ever heard.
Yeah,
I would say that, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's guys we really didn't know, like the Eagles draft Marcus Smith. You don't really like, who the fuck's Marcus Smith? But for a team to spend $180 million on a quarterback, and I understand the contract's fluid, to taking this guy at 8, from the moment the pick happened, it's been ridiculed. Like, what the fuck was this pick? And now, I guess, worst case for Kirk Cousins, he gets benched. You're still paying him a ton of money, but it's only for a couple of years, so no big deal. But if you knew it would get to this point, you definitely don't sign him, right? You just let the rookie go out there and you find out right away if you got your man.
Look, I think it's great that they're starting the kid. I think it's much needed. Like Max said, I was starting chants in Allegiant Stadium to Falcon fans talking shit like Penix, because it's just so obvious. It was just so obvious that Kirk Cousins, they are terrified of him throwing the ball. Every time he was dropping back, it was scared to fumble or interception. Every single time. And I'm going with the notion that little span where they signed him in that little time gap, which was probably like what, Max, maybe like 2 months before the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They knew something and they saw something, and it had to raise a red flag to the point where they had to get insurance with Michael Penix. And I think they were right on the fucking money that, like, this guy is not the same. We fucked up bad. And we need to get an insurance plan. And that's all they're doing. They're using their insurance plan. It's getting worse and worse and worse. If you take out those Tampa Bay Buccaneer games from Kirk Cousins, he's been absolute dog shit. That's the facts of it. All his good stats and touchdown passes have came the majority against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So what's the like, lay out to me the best case for Penix, and I'll try to do the worst case. Like, what's the best case? He just comes in, doesn't matter, wins or losses don't matter really.
No.
I mean, yeah, you want to win all 3 games, maybe sneak into the playoffs, but all they need to see, right, is him dominant, like be awesome.
Yes.
And they're like, we're good.
Yeah. He needs to just show what he can do. And we've seen it a little bit in the preseason, which is stand in that pocket and deliver fucking dimes. Just do it. And you know what? I hope he goes down as far as like the mentality of like, bro, I got some great playmakers. Let me drop it off to Bijan. Let me give it to Kyle Pitts. Let me throw Kyle Pitts a jump ball. Let me throw Drake London jump ball. Like, I'm going to go down with my stars. And that's something that's like been missing in Atlanta for years, bro. Like they drafted all these guys where it's like me and Max at one point were like, this is the fucking all-star team for jump balls at one point. And they never do it. They never do it. And it fucking blows my mind, bro. So if I'm Michael Penix, I'm like, dude, let me use these fucking great athletes that I have. Let's not try to get Ray McLeod involved or Darnell Mooney. No, let me throw the ball to Kyle Pitts and Drake London. That's what needs to happen. And it's like, move the ball, throw some darts. The kid can throw the ball. He can. And like Max said, like, wins or losses are not going to matter. Everyone that's going to look at the wins or loss, you're not looking at the right thing, bro. I think the Atlanta Falcons have thrown in the white flag as far as playoffs go.
Yeah, because I don't really think he gets you, like, he's your best chance to make the playoffs.
No.
I don't think he's your best chance. And could be wrong. Maybe he's super ready. He should have started all along. But I have a hard time believing you're going to throw a rookie out to the Wolves in week 14 where, it's not week 1 where everyone's trying to figure themselves out. Like, they play the Giants, I think.
Yeah, Giants.
Let me tell you.
The Giants.
But the Giants know what they do well and they know what they do bad. And the Giants are playing for not much. Maybe, you pick a good game to throw them into. But it's not week one where we're still working on fundamentals, right? Like the Giants know how to run cover three, they know how to run cover two, blah, 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 whatever you want to say. I just find it hard to believe that you think this guy gives you the best chance of winning at this point in the season.
Yeah, no, they
Now,
they
if he
threw in the
looks
white
great,
flag.
that's an awesome thing. It's awesome. Just so you know, going into next year, like, hey, Kirk Cousins is dead. We're going to cut him. We'll take the cap hit, whatever. We have our rookie quarterback. We're happy. It's all worth it. So we'll see how Michael Penix does. I wasn't really a huge fan of him coming out. I think he's a system type guy, like a Tua, like a Brock Purdy, like guys like that. But it's good he's out there. And again, they made a huge debacle of this whole situation by drafting him in pick 8, investing $180 million in Kirk Cousins, and so on. It was a complete mess. We were right. It wasn't going to end well.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold both ways. Not on my team. This organic, we don't buy streams.